So hello and very good morning dear students. I hope you all are ready for the math class. In the last lecture we have started correlation analysis, and in that lecture we have seen about the covariance between x and y, and we started the correlation coefficient. We saw Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation. We did one question also. I hope you understood. Based on the formula we did that question. Some more questions we are going to do in the today's lecture, and then we'll start with the Spearman's rank correlation coefficient, one more way of correlation. Okay, so some questions on Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation. I'm taking the last question of the exercise. So the question is, in calculating the coefficient of correlation between two variables x and y for 12 pairs of observation, the following data was obtained. Okay, so the two variables, there were two variables x and y. We don't have to go in the data. Of 12 pairs means n is equal to 12. Of the observation, the following data, that summation of x is 30, summation of y is 5, summation of x square. Are you getting that? What all things you are given with? That means what is the sum? So we are having summation of x, we are having summation of y, we are having summation of x square, summation of y square, summation of xy. Now on rechecking, it was found that one pair 11, 4 was wrongly taken. Instead 10, 14 would have been taken. So what would be the correction in the data as well as what will be the coefficient of correlation? Okay, so it is a very interesting question. See, as we know that this is the formula for Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation. This is the formula. Now we have everything, but this is the incorrect data. We need to correct it by replacing this with this pair. Okay, means in place of here if 11 and 4 was there, one of the data is 11, 4. Now we need to remove it, and we have to write in place of that, we have to write 10 and 14, and what will be the new correlation coefficient. So we need to do some corrections here. So just see how we do correction. For summation of x, we know what is summation of x, the whole sum. Okay, that means this is x, see, this is x, this is y. Okay, this is x and this is y. So from summation of x 30, we have to remove this 11 as well as we have to add this 10 also. Okay, are you getting what we have to do? We have to remove 11 from this and add 10. So what will be the answer of this one? 29. Then summation of y. What will be summation of y? From 5 we have to remove 4 and we have to add 14. So what will be its answer? Its answer will be 15. From summation of x square, how are we going to do? So that summation of x square is 670. So it is a square. So we need to subtract the square of 11, okay, and add the square of 10. Okay. So after calculating, see, from the calculation, we can say that I have already calculated this. This is 649 coming with the help of calculator, and summation of y square is 285. So we have to subtract 4 square and we have to add 14 the whole square. So its answer will be, its answer is 465. Okay, then comes summation of xy. So what will be the corrected summation of xy? You can give this as the corrected. Okay, corrected. This is xy. Okay, how we used to get this column? By multiplying this and multiplying this. So what we have to do? 11 into 4, that means from 334 we have to subtract 11 into 4, 44, and we have to add 10 into 14, 140. So the answer of this is its answer is 430. So you got all the 5 things, only you have to put here, okay? Summation of xy. What is summation of xy? 430 minus summation of x includes summation of y. This is 29 into 15 upon 12 whole divided by under root of summation of x square. What is that? 460, no, 649 minus, it's the whole, that means 29 the whole square upon 12 into under root of 465 minus summation of y the whole square means 15 the whole square upon 12. Now on calculating with the help of calculator, you will get the answer. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. Okay, so now we are going to start the new topic, that is Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. So after Karl-Pearson's coefficient, we are coming to the next tool, statistical tool for calculating the correlation between the two variables, that is Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. So this coefficient of this formula is given by Edward Spearman's, and it is named as Spearman's rank correlation. Now you must be thinking that why we are using this word rank here. Okay, so I tell you that what rank we have to see in the question. But before that, let us compare, let us understand why two tools. Why not with the Karl-Pearson coefficient the clear picture of correlation cannot be made? And the reason was, if you go on comparing the Karl-Pearson coefficient and Spearman's rank correlation, the Karl-Pearson coefficient is used for the quantitative purpose. Okay? And Spearman's rank correlation is for the qualitative purpose. Now try to understand what is quantitative and qualitative. Quantity and quality. Okay, like we did the questions, no? That of the marks, the weight of the father, the weight of the son, what is the correlation between them, height, weight, expenditure and the salary. Okay, so these such type of data, they are the quantitative data. We are getting like some quantity on that. Now if you want to like correlate between the two things, like in a beauty contest you have seen, or maybe in the shows like dancing shows, singing shows, there the three judges used to sit and they used to give marks. Now we need to check that which two judges are correlating, that means which two judge thinks the same. Okay, so with the help of Spearman's rank correlation coefficient, the quality can be seen. That means if you want to correlate between two, that is there any like relation, like say for example, sometimes it is difficult to give the numerical values to the quality. Example, honesty, beauty, intelligence. Okay, so for that purpose, this Spearman's rank correlation coefficient is made. Okay, so remember these two words, Karl-Pearson coefficient for the quantitative data, Spearman's rank correlation for the qualitative data. Okay, so this is also a correlation coefficient. So definitely there is a measurement scale of this also. Okay, first of all, please write this formula of Spearman's rank correlation, where R is denoted by that only, so correlation coefficient, this summation of D square. So first of all, let me tell you that D is here. D is the difference of ranks in X and Y. I'll tell you how to give rank to the particular X variable and Y variable. So just now you understand that D is the difference of the rank in X and Y. We'll do one question, they will understand each and everything. And N is the number of observation. Okay, this is Okay, so this is a simple formula. Now, there are like one case also where there is a tie. Now, what type of tie is there? I'll tell you in the question itself. So, let's do one question and understand what is the how we can use this formula. Okay, so now please try to understand. I've taken one question here. I've arranged the things also. Please, I'm reading the question. Marks obtained by the 9 students in physics and mathematics are given below. Okay, so this column is the marks of the physics, about those 9 students, and this is the marks of, these are the marks of mathematics of those 9 students. Okay, and we have to find the Spearman's coefficient of rank, correlation, and we have to interpret the result also. Okay, so let's start. We know that the formula for the rank correlation coefficient is 1 minus summation of b square upon n bracket n square minus 1. Okay, as I told you that this b is nothing but the difference of the ranks. So very easy, please try to understand. From this whole the marks of physics, you have to give the rank. Now how you will give the rank? Based on the highest marks a person gets. If you can see on the whole this column, 47 is the highest one, so give it the first rank. Then second one, you can see 43 is the second highest, so give the 2. Then comes 35, so 3. Then comes 28, so 4. Then 23, 5. And then the next one is 17, which we gave 6. Then 10, we have given 7, 9 to 8, and for the 6, the 9. Now for this column also the same goes. Okay, this is the first, so give this as the first rank. Okay, then just see 45, so giving this as the second rank. Then you can see that 33, so giving this as the third rank. Then this one to the 4, this one 5, then we can give this to the 6, okay, this to the 7, 8 to 8, and this to 9. So we wrote the rank of y. Now I told you the difference of the rank. Okay, so difference of the rank means 3 minus 5 will give you minus of 2. This will give you 2. This will give you minus of 1. This will give you 0, minus 1, 1. Okay, 1, 0, and 0. Now you have to square it. So 4, 4, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, and 0. Now you have to find the sum also. So summation of bi the whole square. What will be the sum? 4 plus 4, 8, 1, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have given 12. Then substitute in this formula. So 1 minus. Achha, 6 is also here. I forgot to write 6 here. Please mention 6. 6 into 12 upon n. Here n is what? 9. So 9 into 9 square minus 1. So this is, let me do 6 into 12. 9 into, this is 81 minus 1 will give you 80. Okay, try to cancel them. This is cancelled with here. This is cancelled with 40. 3 is cancelled with 4. 4 is cancelled here with 10. So 1 minus 0.1, which is 0.9. Okay, and let me tell you that for the Spearman's rank correlation coefficient, your R value can be from -1 to +1. Okay, if it is a exact 1, then we say that the agreement between the two variables is in the same direction and they have a strongly correlated, they have a strong correlation. And if it is -1, then we will say that the correlation is -1 does not say that it has a low correlation, but we say that they both are very much opposite to each other. That means agreement between the two variables x and y, they are in the opposite direction. Okay, so for +1 the agreement is in the same direction, and for the -1 the agreement is in the opposite direction. Now how can you interpret this result? 0.9. What does the 0.9 says? That the marks of physics and the marks of mathematics, they are related. Okay, they are definitely related, as you can also understand studying physics and maths. If your like physics is good, maybe at some times or some place your mathematics solutions or you may get help. And if your maths is good, you can easily understand the numericals and derivations of the physics. So that is what we found the correlation. Now one question should arise in your mind, that if the marks are repeated, like say for example, in place of this 10, if it is 35. So there are two 35s then. So in the rank, what is to be given? That means, are the two ranks the same? So let us answer that question, that if there is a tie in the rank, then what are the changes in this particular thing and what will be the change in the formula? Okay, so that is what I was talking about, the ties. So let us take one question in which there is a tie. Okay, so one question which is based on the ties. Okay, so let's understand. I'm taking two variables, mathematics marks and the statistics marks. Okay, now you will be able to understand that whenever you have ties in the rank, then how to deal with those. Okay, so from this, if you can see, just try to give them rank. As we can see from the all 71 is the sorry, not 71 here in this. First of all, 80 and 80. Okay, so as you can see, the both are the highest, and they both are there is a tie between these two items or two numbers. So what to do? First rank plus second rank divided by 2. That means you have to write the average of the rank, that is 1.5. So let us give this also 1.5 and this also 1.5. Okay, now moving ahead, you can see which is the second highest. Okay, as you can see that here, which one is the second highest? So from this one you can see 76 is the second highest. But as you already given the rank 1 and 2, now the rank will be given 3. No need of giving second rank to the second highest. We will give rank 3. Okay. Understand this logic, as they two are having the ties. So 1 plus 2 divided by 2, 1.5. So we have given 1.5 given rank. Now the next rank will be the third rank, not the second rank, because we have taken 2 here. Okay, so as 76 is the second highest, so we will give third rank. Then what will be? Then this will be fourth. Then this will be fifth. Okay, and sixth will be 68. Then this will be seventh. And see, if you can see 8th, on the 8th rank you have two 40s. So again 8 plus 9 divided by 2, this is 8.5. So these two are to be given 8.5. Now the last one will not be given 9th rank, it will be given the 10th rank. Okay, so this 43 10. So that is how you have to complete the rank. Okay, so as you can see that in the there are two ties in the rank first of two items. Which two items? 80 80 and the next tie was in between 40 40. Okay, so these two ties we have. Okay, now in the rank Y, if you will see this is the first, so that is why we gave this as first. Then the second highest, third highest, fourth highest. Now fifth highest, there is a tie of 54. So 5 plus 6 divided by 2, you will get 5.5. So we need to give here 5.5 and 5.5. Then what will be the next rank to be given? That will be the 7th rank. Okay, so 7th rank will be awarded to this 50. Then 8th rank to 43, then 38 and then 10, like this. So I hope this tie problem is clear to you. Now we have to find the DI. DI means the difference in the rank. So 1.5 minus 3 minus 1.5, 5 minus 2, 3 minus 1, 2, 4, 0, this and this one, like that. Similarly for all. And then DI square, we need to square this column, and at last we need to find its sum. So we got summation of DI as what? 70. Then as you can see, I have written here the formula that r is equal to 1 minus 6 times of summation of di square plus summation of 1 upon 12 bracket n cube minus m whole over n square minus 1. So let us substitute the value here in this. Try to understand how to substitute. Summation of di square you can easily substitute as 70 plus. Now understand this summation of 1 upon 12 n cube minus m. This n cube minus m means as there are two types of two items. See, you know, you may have sometimes three items also. Like say for example, I'm just making some changes here. This is 54, 54 in place of this 73. I am say for example, if the question was 54. Then 54, then I think this was 5, 6, 7. So 5 plus 6 plus 7 whole divided by 3, and you have to write the rank in that way. And the next rank will goes to 8. So the next one will be the 8, 9 and then 10, like that. So we have the two ties in the first rank of two items and one tie of two items. So how to denote 1 upon 12 n cube minus m? So for this one it will be n cube minus 2 cube minus 2, then 1 upon 12 2 cube minus 2 and 1 upon 12 2 cube minus 2. So for this 2 you have 3 times you have to write. If there were 3 items, then here it would be 3 cube minus 3. If there are 4 items, then 4 cube minus 4. Whole divided by, there are 10, so 10 into 10 square minus 1, that is 100 minus 199. Now calculate this value, you will get the answer. Now please go for the examples, okay, and do the questions of the exercise. That's it for today's lecture. We have completed this section C's correlation analysis. Now try to do more and more questions, okay? And if you have any doubt, you can ask, okay? Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.